Hey, what is going on there, YouTube family? Irvin Burton here with the self-defense company Santa Clarita. Today I want to actually go over a combination that I think works really well in a situation and takes advantage of your natural instinct that when somebody comes up on you and maybe they're yelling at you, maybe they're saying some words you don't like, that first initial push, right? There's always that whole thing going on. Everybody's kind of pushing each other. So the truth is that if someone is close enough to push you, okay, one of two things is happening. Either you're in a crowded venue, like a bar, for example, or you know the person and they're just acting out. Realistically, you should never let anybody get this close to you who's aggressive because you don't know what's going to happen. They could pull out a weapon, 100,000 different things. So you want to make sure that keeping your distance. But let's just say we're in a crowded venue. Let's say we're at a bar. Maybe he had a drink or two or seven, and he's sitting over there and he's thinking, and he just wants to get in a fight because he thinks that I knocked his drink over, right? So my first thought is like, hey, I want to put my hands up and say, hey, look, man, let's just say I knocked his drink over. Hey, look, man, I didn't mean to knock your drink over. I'll buy you another one. Gladly buy you another one. You know what I mean? Just, let's just be cool, right? So always get yourself into a position where you're kind of non-aggressive and you want to be balanced. So you want to have one foot behind you. Okay. So you just want to be in that position where you could just kind of be non-aggressive, especially for like cameras, bouncers, any type of bar staff, right? Because if you have your hands up like this, it makes you look non-aggressive, right? So let's just say, for example, he's just not buying it. He's just like, hey, he wants to take my head off. He thinks I've smashed his drink. He's gonna react and try to take my head off, punch me in the jaw, whatever, right? So what's gonna happen here is that immediately the first thing I'm gonna do, okay, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder. I'm gonna push. All right. So I'm just gonna go boom like this. All right. So when I grab onto his shoulder, right, and if you have Bob, you'll notice that there's nice little round area here where the shoulder is so that you could just kind of push. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hand up, and I got this edge of hand blow, okay? Blocking my chin, chambering my arm, coming in here, all right? And I'm just chopping the side of his neck, all right? By the time he realizes what's going on, i.e. he's been hit, he's maybe a little stunned, maybe he's whatever the case may be, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down, I'm going to use both my hands, and I'm going to finish him off with a double chin jab. All right? So essentially that's how it's going to work. So again, it's going to go boom, boom, ah. All right? So let's give that a shot for 10 reps, all right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So you saw that there. We're going to do the other side because we always want to make sure that we get both sides evenly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So you have Bob, give that a try and, see how that works for you. I think it's a very good technique, obviously, because it takes advantage of that preemptive strike. To me, pushing is a preemptive strike. Somebody pushes, they push you back, and the punch comes. My attitude is get the jump on them. Most people are expecting a punch. So for me, if I'm going to push, I'm going to use this because they're not expecting it. And again, we're in a close venue. We're in close range here, right? Maybe we're in a crowded venue, so we may not be able to move and box, we may not be able to square up and fight, right? We got to just end the fight as quickly as possible, go through the person, whatever it is, whatever technique you decide to use. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.